from SonicTone Amps. Today we're going to be taking the 81 Special for a spin and doing a demo with that amp. We're joined by Craig again. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Thanks for stopping by. So this amp is based off of a classic circuit, a classic British circuit from about 1981 is when it hit the market. But just because it's the 81 Special, just know it can really cover a wide range of tones from about the late 70s to the late 80s with a couple of mods on this particular unit. So I think what we're going to do is just a quick front panel rundown. You've got gain 1 for channel 1. You've got gain 2 for channel 2. It is a 2-channel amp with a shared EQ. You've got a volume 2 that helps you balance the volume out of channel 1 and channel 2 together. Overall master volume, your EQ here, and then a presence knob. It also comes with a feature-rich tube-driven effects loop with a series parallel switch and send and return controls, and the effects loop is foot switchable. Also on the back is a half power switch. So that's a kind of a rundown of the features on this amp. Do you want to go ahead and jump in and get some tones out of it?
Yeah, let's go straight to the high.
Okay, yeah. So one of the features on this amp that people really seem to already like a lot is there is a classic Hotrod switch right here in the front. In the classic mode, it gives you that classic stock version of this preamp on channel 2. When you kick it over to the Hotrod mode, you get that extra gain, that extra push and bite that people like from their modded versions of the circuit in the 80s. So that's what we're going to jump in with. Gains on 10, volume 2's on 10, and we're on Hotrod. So Craig, let's take it away.
Yeah.
That is some quintessential 80s rock there, man.
That's 1984 all the way.
Right, right. Awesome. That's so 80s. It's like it's so 80s. It's illegal practically. I mean, it's like a time machine, man. It's so good, so good.
In the mid 80s, I mean, that's when a lot of the shredders, everybody started listening to their favorite players coming up and stuff. And then, so I mean, I'll do a little since we got the setting already. Show what it can do in that realm.
Yes, staying on the Hotrod. Let's do some more.
It has that clarity, even as playing it really hot, you still can hear each note come through.
Yeah, I know. That really sounded great. All right, so let's talk about channel 1 on this amp. What people don't realize is that this particular circuit has a really great clean line. It just wasn't really known for it because everybody was jumping over to the high gain sounds that you can get out of it. But this amp cleans up very well. So we got more of a Strat style guitar here, and we're going to get some tones out of channel 1. I think we got the gain on about 6 on channel 1. So you want to take it away?
Yeah.
surprise. There's a nice clean line in an amp that has a good distortion too, tucked away in there somewhere.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's great. I mean, I mean, all kinds of genres. And then it's crazy how, I mean, it's EL34s, but it's
classic. It's classic. Yeah. It's like, yeah. So while we're on this, we're going to use the humbucker on this guitar and maybe get some tones out of the classic setting. So we're going to turn off the hot rod mode. And what happens when you get to the classic setting, it just kind of pulls the amp back a little bit and tightens up and gives you almost like a classic rock late 70s sound.
Late 70s, maybe very early 80s.
Very early 80s, right.
Between 78 and 81.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so obviously this is a pure 80s amp. We talked about it getting sounds from the late 70s to the late 80s, but you can actually kind of cheat a little bit and get back to more of the plexi sounds from as far back as like the late 60s and 70s if you want, and play some bluesy stuff, don't you think?
Yeah.
No, you want to try it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead. Crazy. It's a simple amp, but you can get a lot of different tones out of it.
I feel like it's like somebody wanted an all-in-one, like from, I mean, all eras.
All right, everybody, that about wraps up the demo for the 81 Special. It's part of the Classic Series lineup at SonicTone. You can check it as well as the other amps out at the website at sonictoneamps.com and check out other demos here on this YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Craig, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it every time.
So one more genre I think we want to test the waters on with this amp is we're going to do a little bit of some neoclassical, Swedish-inspired playing here and see where this amp can take us in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, it really kind of got popularized during that era around the early 80s, mid 80s. So
right.
It does it really good too.